Alright, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to figure out if this thing's going to be running and driving, or at least do something after sitting for 2 years. If you haven't watched the first video, I recommend you going back and watching that on the channel before you actually check out this one. This is the 2001 Chevrolet S10 Blazer. It's been sitting for 2 years, 4.3, 165,000 miles, and it's got a full tank of gas. Check for spark. It has spark, but it's very, very weak. Distributor cap looks like trash. It looks like it hasn't been touched in a long time. It's very notorious for cracking from heat. So I went and picked up a distributor cap and rotor, and I got another ignition coil with a ignition coil module. All the fluids are full except for the radiator. Oil is clean, oil cap's clean. There's no chocolate or milky color, but I'll go ahead and fire it over a couple turns. I don't want to kill the battery just yet because I got to use it, but I'll go ahead and show you what she does. Check engine light does come on. See the security light. That's all you get. So, I'm not going to check compression. I'm not going to check timing because I don't believe it has anything to do with that. It definitely needs a tune-up because I could see the plugs down in there on the sides of how rusty they are. So it probably would have a misfire when I get it running. I'm just guessing because of how lack of maintenance. And the wires have some arc marks in them where they've touched things. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the distributor cap and rotor off, and then go from there, see what they look like. And like I said, I got another ignition coil and 2 caps and a rotor from the junkyard because I'm not going to try to spend much money onto it till I figure out if it actually runs and how it runs before I put any money into it. Okay, got it off. Here's the rotor button. You can see it's got some arc marks, really bad. It's burnt black. That's not good. That's a telltale sign that it's been arcing. It's probably got some hairline cracks that I probably won't be able to see with the blind eye. See, it's real dark in the back. So, distributor cap is toast. Really dirty on the top. But the inside's where you really want to pay attention to. You see the marks? And if you look at the studs that stick up right there, you can see the black mark on it. That right there is toast. There's so much corrosion on here, there's no wonder it wouldn't even start. And it's a wonder I even had any spark at all. So, cap and rotor's toast. We'll go ahead and throw on this new, to me, cap from the junkyard, $5. See if this fixes it. And go from there. By the way, this is the tester that I use to test spark on any vehicle that I have issues with, and by doing so, cylinder 2, which I believe is what it is, when I pulled the plug off to stick this in it, I broke the wire off. I mean, it just cleaned right off. So I got another one from the junkyard. I'm gonna throw in it and see what happens. Alright, rotor button and the cap is installed. Here's the old wire. It's just dangling out of the way. I got a newer one. You can see the marks on them. See what I was talking about there and down there. So let's go ahead and see if it will fire up. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and hook up the fuel pump because I don't believe it's gonna run off a brake cleaner. So take this, stick the relay back in it. Also, I did make sure all the fuses are great and they're not bad or nothing. I checked them all. All the relays are good. It isn't missing a ABS fuse, but when I put it in there, this pump right here starts going haywire. So I'm not sure exactly why that's doing that. I'll check into that another time. But for now, let's go ahead and see if it fires up. And the fuel pump. Oh my God, it runs. You have got to be kidding me. After 2 years of sitting, that's all it was? Oil pressure's not that great, but it does need an oil change, so I may throw some Lucas in it and a little bit thicker oil, and that might help. I ain't believing it. It's purring like a kitten, running on that 2-year-old gas. That is insane. Tail lights work. Tag lights work. Man, listen if that thing goes. Running smooth. Huh. Wobby. That is amazing. No check engine light or anything. I'm going to get my code reader and see what the fuel trims look like real quick while it's running good. 165,117. Full tank of gas, charging, oil pressure's okay, temperature's eh. Radio works, but can't turn it on because of copyright. Threw an air freshener in here because it stinks. And if it keeps running well, I might drive it right down the block to car wash and wash it. It is just nasty in here, especially the outside. Get all the mud off so I can actually work on it and change the oil. So, alright, let it run for a little bit, check the fuel trims and see what they look like. Five monitors incomplete because the battery was just unhooked, so that's normal. Just got to do a drive cycle to run everything to see what's what, but I just want to see if there's any codes by chance for anything. Nope, that's good. Data. Closed. Huh. Temperature is 150 degrees. Wow. It sure is dumping some fuel. I do hear a vacuum leak somewhere on the intake. Somewhere on there. Yeah. Camera don't want to focus today. What's cool about it is I can actually see which systems are not complete yet, which is the catalytic converter, evap, air emissions, EGR valve, and O2 sensors. So you can hear that vacuum leak. Sucking air. I had to figure out where that's coming from. Give it a couple of revs real quick. Ooh. Come on, girl, don't die on me now. Don't worry, it's already up to temperature. Freak out. Yeah. Alrighty. Now next is cleaning this thing. It has got to be clean before I touch it anymore. Underneath is just pure nasty. Spider webs, oil, mud. If anybody knows me, I do not like spiders. Not afraid of them, I don't know, I just don't like them. Anyhow, will the S10 Blazer run after 2 years? Yeah, buddy. Like this video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the bottom. I'll try my best to get to them. And stay tuned for more, guys. like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more on this Blazer.